Good morning. Welcome to AMHQ early on this November 25th, 2016. I'm meteorologist Kelly Cass. We could indeed have some travel issues across parts of the Midwest, even the Northeast as well. In fact, we start you there along the New York State, above freezing right now at 34 degrees. Here is a look at the situation. We've got this area of low pressure. Our next disturbance cutting through the Great Lakes, the upper jet stream also roaring overhead here in the Northeast. The winds may be picking up a little bit out there as our next disturbance comes into the picture just in time for your weekend, and a lot of you will be traveling on Sunday. That's also a very busy day in terms of travel. And the cold air, guess what? It settles back in across the region from the Great Lakes into the upstate of New York and parts of northern New England as well. The good news is it's setting up right where the ski resorts happen to be. So we are going to see some snow in the higher elevations. For now, it is all liquid variety. As we take into the Cuse, you've got the green showing up on the map here, maybe a little burst of snow showing up as you pick up elevation in the Adirondacks. There's your blue also showing up across the Green Mountains and White Mountains here, moving into Portland. It looks like just wet conditions where you are. And as we take a look at the big picture and move it through the next few hours, you'll notice a lot of rain initially. So the green is your rain. Moving through Buffalo, the south towns, it's all rain even as we head towards lunchtime. And then through the northern Adirondacks, mainly rain, but again, there will be some snowflakes higher up. And as we head through the evening hours tonight, look at the blue starting to really show up there in the northern parts of Maine. So there will be some snowy roadways out there. Looks like I-95, though, is primarily going to be wet. So if you are traveling today, say from Boston through Providence, all the way down to New York City, just intermittent showers, which means the windshield wipers will be going intermittently as well. And then tonight is when we start to see that cold air filter in, changing that rain over to snow, especially up here in the higher elevations. And really, Maine, you're going to get a lot of it. Well, we take you now to, as long as you don't have to travel in it or even walk in it, make sure you got the boots ready to go if you're going to be out there trudging to the malls. Here's a look at the snow showers affecting you in northern Wisconsin, the northern parts of lower Michigan as well. So the top end of I-75, at times you will have the snow to contend with, especially watch the bridges and the overpasses. You know, sometimes those exit ramps get a little bit slick out there. There's Minneapolis. You guys are dry. If anybody's heading out to Bloomington, the Mall of America on the south side of Minneapolis, you may at times see a few flakes of snow, putting you in that festive spirit to get those Christmas deals. There's a look at your rain showing up along the Door Peninsula down towards Magnificent Mile in Chicago. Also could get a little wet as we proceed through the afternoon hours. There's Detroit. Looks like you guys get some showers just as you're grabbing that bite to eat after shopping all day. Here's a look at our forecast then for today. Shoppers in the northern and central plains, no weather worries whatsoever. Again, Chicago, showers, but primarily a morning event. So if you want to put off your shopping until the afternoon, you'll be dry, and it looks like a little bit of snow will accumulate there in the upper peninsula of Michigan, but we're not talking a huge deal of snow for you guys. Here is a look at Chicago. I mentioned Magnificent Mile. If you are heading out there today, there will be a few showers in the morning. Otherwise, we're dry for your weekend. Good news there. Temperatures even not too tough to take. 50 degrees on your Saturday, low 50s on Sunday. Heading out to Kansas City, shopping today looks good, sun and clouds, and even warms up on Saturday, 59, but there will be a few showers for traveling home from wherever you happen to be here, especially during the afternoon hours. Well, we go coast to coast now with your weather headlines. We're going to begin in Central. Of course, a lot of people will be traveling home on Sunday. Here's your Black Friday shopping, taking advantage of the dry weather in Denver, down towards Los Angeles. Rodeo Drive should be hopping out there, 72 in Atlanta, but then we do drop it down to 63. More seasonal temperatures coming our way this weekend. You've even got the 40s in Fargo, 50 degrees in Chicago. A little bit of wet weather across the interior sections of the Northeast, but we're thinking for New York and right along 95 should be dry, and that will be the case on Sunday as well. Just watch the middle with more rain coming out. Just ahead, we are going to check your Good Friday morning, 29 past the hour as AMHQ early rolls on. It's not just any old Friday, it is Black Friday. So we've got your shopping forecast, also our top weather headlines, and that also includes the wintry weather that is still affecting some of you in the Northeast. We have a live look, and of course, a lot of you still have snowpack on the ground from the other day. So there's a little bit of melting going on, so some slick conditions still to be found, especially through the higher elevations of the Northeast. So let's talk about this next disturbance that's making a visit here, moving out of the Great Lakes us and right here into the Northeast in time for the weekend. Of course, Sunday, the other busy travel day as we try to get home from wherever we were for Thanksgiving. And just as we're trying to get home, there will be some colder air entrenched across the Midwest and leading up into upstate New York and northern New England as well. So that will definitely create more hazardous conditions in terms of wintry weather. Portland right now, a little bit of freezing drizzle showing up on the map here on the radar, that shade of purple. Watch for that. Otherwise, wet conditions down along the Maine coast through Boston. You've got some sprinkles in your vicinity, and it's only rain showers primarily across the central portions of New York State, including the Cuse, where of course we still have some snow on the ground. Back towards Buffalo, it's rain for now. So we're going to track some of that colder air eventually moving on in. There's your rain from the thumb of Michigan right onto the Finger Lakes of upstate New York, and up there in Burlington, we're watching the colors on the radar. Again, green is your rain, but then as we go through later tonight, a few snowflakes may try to mix in out there, but especially the higher up you go, the better chance you will have at finding more of that wintry weather. And that's going to certainly be the case in the northern parts of Maine, the Green Mountains of Vermont, the White Mountains in New Hampshire as well, getting whiter. As you can see for tonight, some of that rain changing over to snow or mixing with snow, but we're thinking the bulk of the snowfall accumulation is going to be right in through here across northern Maine. We could see up to a foot of snow in some locations. Well, the white weekend in view, starting of course with today, which is Black Friday. Everybody's hitting the shopping malls and the Mall of America maybe in Minneapolis, looking dry out there for the most part. There may be a few flakes of snow coming on through. Magnificent Mile not looking all that bad either. You've got 50 degrees in Chicago on Saturday. Mall of Georgia looks good. The malls in Dallas, no problem at the Galleria. We do have a system coming through the middle of the country though on Sunday, and that could cause some delays, especially the roadways. Be careful here. There's your snow across the higher elevations right where the